She didn't have to cut me off. Think like it never happened, that we were nothing.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm Dimi. I'm currently in class 7, and I love making content for you guys. If you enjoy this video, make sure to subscribe because it really helps support the channel and motivates me to create more videos like this. Also, before we get into today's story, I'd like to give a quick shout out to my friend's YouTube channel, Red D. If you have some free time after watching this video, I'd really appreciate it if you could go check it out and show him some support. Now, today's story is a very special one because it's completely real. This is the story of how I met one of my closest friends, how our friendship started, and everything that's happened from the day we first met up until now. So, without further ado, let's begin. Back in 2023, my life changed in a way I never expected. My family moved from Benasiri to Mirpur because of my dad's job. That also meant one thing. I had to leave my old school behind and start over at a completely new one. I'm not going to lie, I was nervous. Everything was different. New roads, new people, and a classroom full of complete strangers. On my very first day, I walked into the classroom, and I swear it felt like everyone stopped what they were doing just to stare at me. It was honestly one of the most awkward moments of my life. I just stood there, not knowing what to do, until my teacher smiled and told me to take a seat. Luckily, it was the first day of the school year, so there wasn't much studying. We received our new books, introduced ourselves to the class, and that was pretty much it. But lunch break, that was a completely different story. As soon as the bell rang, everyone came over to me asking questions. What's your name? Where did you come from? Why did you transfer here? There were so many people around me that I honestly felt like curling into a ball and rolling away. After a few days, I had made 2 or 3 friends, so things started feeling a little more normal. But there was one student who caught my attention. Unlike everyone else, he mostly kept to himself. He wasn't loud, didn't try to be the center of attention, and usually just minded his own business. One day, I decided to walk over and talk to him. I remember thinking, bro looks absolutely smart. He was wearing glasses, looked really serious, and honestly gave off the vibe that he knew exactly what he was doing. That's when I learned his name. Ayman. We started talking more and more. Then we began hanging out during school. Before I even realized it, we were spending time together almost every single day. Something else I noticed was that Ayman didn't really have many close friends. He knew people, sure, but there wasn't anyone he seemed especially close to. Over time, we naturally became best friends. Now, Ayman had one huge obsession: the military. Bro loved everything about it. Army uniforms, soldiers, tanks, fighter jets, guns. If it had anything to do with the military, he probably knew about it. Meanwhile, I was just there thinking, yep, that's definitely Ayman. Nothing particularly crazy happened during 2023. It was simply the year 2 random classmates met, without either of us realizing that we'd become such good friends in the years to come. 2024 was when things got a lot more interesting. By then, I knew almost everyone in class. It felt like I'd been studying there for years. And of course, Ayman and I had become even closer. We were in class 5. Even though we were just kids, we acted like teenagers. Looking back, it was pretty funny. One day, Ayman told me he had a crush on a girl in our class. For privacy, let's call her Laura. Bro was obsessed. He talked about her all the time. But here's the weird part. He started dreaming about her. Not normal dreams either. He told me she became a vampire and bit his neck to suck his blood. I just thought, bro, aren't people supposed to dream about dating their crush? How do you dream about your crush attacking you? It made no sense to me. But somehow, to Ayman, it still felt like love. By then, we trusted each other with everything. I knew things about him that nobody else did. And he knew things about me that nobody else knew. One night, I was using my grandpa's phone. I accidentally came across an adult website. Yeah. You know what I mean. The next day, since we never hid secrets from each other, I told Iman. Big mistake. Bro became way too interested in that stuff. Looking back, we were just two curious kids making dumb decisions. Around then, our friendship became even stronger. We spent almost every day together and even started friendly swearing at each other. To us, it was just a joke. Then something happened that almost changed our friendship forever. One day, Iman jokingly showed his middle finger. Unfortunately, our classmate Abdullah saw it. He reported Iman. The worst part wasn't him getting in trouble. It was what happened afterward. His parents thought I was the one who taught him all that. Even though I didn't, I was honestly upset because Iman told his parents I had taught him those things. After that, his parents didn't want us being friends anymore. But instead of ending our friendship, we kept it a secret. At school, we still talked, laughed, and hung out. But after the final bell, we walked home separately so his parents would think we weren't friends anymore. It felt weird pretending we drifted apart when we were still best friends. Sometimes I was mad at Iman for not telling his parents the truth. But despite everything, we stayed together. Before we knew it, we finished class 5. Looking back, that year had funny moments, awkward moments, and difficult ones. But through it all, our friendship only grew stronger. Little did we know, the next year would be even more unforgettable. 2025 finally arrived, and Iman and I entered class 6 together. Things were going great. Everyone already knew each other. Classes were smooth, and school felt like home. Then February came. Sports month. Almost the whole month was filled with sports and games instead of normal classes. Honestly, it was one of the best times of the year. We were finally in high school, so of course we spent most of our time messing around. Oh, and I forgot to mention something. Back in October 2024, I started playing Roblox. Soon after, I convinced Iman to join too. He made his first account, Iman_645. If you've watched my channel, you know I'm a huge Rivals fan. Since Iman loved guns and military stuff, I introduced him to Rivals. He liked it, but only for a while. Soon he switched to Operation 1 and Black Hawk Rescue Mission 5. Meanwhile, I stayed loyal to Rivals. So we stopped playing the same games, but we were still best friends. Around that time, Iman also convinced Laura to join Roblox. He even drew a colorful note asking her to add him and play Doors, while secretly placing it on her desk. He accidentally knocked over another girl's water bottle. Somehow, he still got away with it. During sports month, a group of us played Truth or Dare. It was me, Iman, Laura, and a few classmates. Since many people already knew Iman liked Laura, someone asked him, "Who's your crush?" I expected him to avoid the question. Instead, he actually said her name, right in front of Laura. Bro froze for 2 whole seconds. I had to tap him before he realized what he'd just done. The second he realized, he ran away in embarrassment. We laughed about it for a long time. Sports month was full of fun, jokes, and a little drama. The next few months were pretty normal. Nothing too memorable happened, but near the end of 2025, Iman and I argued over Roblox. I defended Rivals. He defended Black Hawk Rescue Mission 5. A small argument turned into a real fight. We blocked each other and didn't talk for the entire 1-month vacation. For the first time, it felt like our friendship might actually be over. 2026 finally arrived. Another year. Another struggle with studies. At the time, school honestly felt like hell on earth. But of course, I still had to go. On the very first day back, the first person I saw was Iman. He was standing there all by himself. I'm not gonna lie. Bro looked like a kid who had just pooped his pants. It was honestly kind of funny. Around that time, Iman started carrying a diary to school. One day, he filled a page with all his sad thoughts. Things like how he thought someone would talk to him but nobody did. Then, during lunch break, he left the diary open on his desk on purpose, hoping someone would read it. Unfortunately, the first person to see it was me. Instead of reading it seriously, I just closed the diary and left. Looking back, that probably wasn't the nicest thing to do. A few days later, even though I didn't think everything was my fault, I apologized. After that, everything went back to normal. As the months passed, something else changed. Iman finally got over Laura. In fact, he started saying she was kind of annoying. The reason, she had called him a stalker because of how much attention he gave her. Not long after that, he ended up liking another girl instead. Some things never change. Now we're back in the present. In about a month, my family and I will be moving to New Zealand. Even this year, Iman and I had another argument. But just like every other time, we made up. Looking back, this story was never really about the fights, or the embarrassing moments, or even the crushes. It was about two random classmates who met in 2023 and somehow became best friends. From two weird kids to two best buddies. No matter how many arguments we had, or how many times life got in the way, I'm grateful we became friends. And even though I'll be thousands of kilometers away soon, I hope this won't be the end of our friendship. Because some friendships aren't measured by distance. They're measured by the memories you make together. So, if you're watching this, Iman, thanks for being my best friend. And that's the story of how two random classmates became best friends. If there's one thing I learned from all of this, it's that no friendship is perfect. Every friendship has arguments, misunderstandings, and moments where you feel like giving up. But if you truly care about each other, you'll always find a way to work things out. So if you have a good friend, don't take them for granted. Spend time with them, make memories, laugh together, and forgive each other when mistakes happen. One day, those moments will become memories you'll never forget. As for me and Iman, our journey isn't over yet. Even though I'll be moving to New Zealand soon, I hope our friendship stays just as strong as it has been over the last few years. If you enjoyed hearing our story, don't forget to subscribe to my channel to see more videos like this. And please also check out my best friend Iman's channel. **red D***, and consider subscribing there too. It would mean a lot to both of us. Thank you so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you all in the next video. Goodbye.